Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, friends? My inbox was full this morning. People asking if the episode 2 of pulled pork was going to be out today. So I'm making sure it is. Here we are. Let's talk about what we're going to cook this pulled pork in. This right here, folks, is a Dutch oven. It's enameled cast iron. It's heavy. And we can see here that it's kind of shiny. And that's what makes it nice, is not all the headaches of a usual cast iron pot, but it has all of the upsides of a cast iron pot, which is that it holds a lot of heat and will cook really evenly, which is why we like it for this. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of put this in the foreground here, and I'm actually going to start prepping some onion here, some red onion. So, as I dice up some of this onion, we need to go back over some of the history of pulled pork. Well, we talked about yesterday about how it comes from North Carolina, which North Carolina is probably the most creative state in the Union. It is home to many a great scholar. In fact, I have a great friend named Terrence who's from North Carolina. Now, he's not very creative, but he is a nice guy, and he's good at, well, he's not really good at anything. He's just a cool guy. So anyway, we've got our onions, and we're gonna put them in to our Dutch oven here. That's what that's called. And there it goes. Next, let's talk about garlic. Well, what is garlic? Garlic, does it grow on trees? I'm not sure. Does it? Yes, it does. Yes, it actually does. Garlic does grow on trees. You can see it right here. And we have, I don't know, what is that? 8 or so bulbs peeled. And we're just going to do a rough chop on them. And that's looking pretty good. Well, garlic, what is garlic? Is it an antioxidant? Yes, of course it is. Is it an aphrodisiac? Yes, it is. In fact, it is. So now we have our onions and our garlic in there. Really, we're already halfway done. That was kind of the hard part. Okay, so let's talk about our meat. Meat. Every girl loves meat, right? Ah, they love to get the meat. Okay, so here it is. Right here. Right here. There it is. So, what are we going to do with it? We're gonna just actually cut it up into 4 pieces. Okay? Kind of try and make them as even of pieces as we can. Here. And there we go. Kind of just quarter it up. Well, again, this is pulled pork. And pulled pork is a pig that was used as a farm animal to pull a farm implement. And so therefore, it became very muscular. It has very muscular shoulders. It's sort of like a bodybuilder of a pig. And that's why we use it. You could see, these are humongous muscles. But what do we know about muscles? Big muscles are on tough guys, right? Well, tough and meat don't really go together. We don't like that. So how do we counteract this toughness? How do we beat up this tough guy? Well, we're going to cook it slow. We're going to cook it for about 3 hours in our Dutch oven here. So there it is. I'm going to wash my hands really quick because we've been dealing with some raw pork. I'm still right here just washing my hands, being safe. We don't want to break any safety rules. So let me dry them off. Okay, So the last thing that goes in here is white vinegar. Well, where does white vinegar come from? It only comes from one country. It only comes from Uzbekistan. And that is what makes it highly sought after and quite expensive. So we're going to use it. We're going to put about a cup into our Dutch oven here. Well, there, right there. That's about a cup there. So a cup of white vinegar, and I go with Jack Daniel's Master Blend barbecue sauce, because we know that people who can create great whiskey can create great barbecue sauce. That's just basic logic. So in it goes, I don't know, I'm probably not going to do the whole bottle, like maybe half to 3/4 of the bottle. And then, actually, you know what, guys? That wasn't a cup of vinegar. I tried to pull one over on you. It was coming out slow, and I wanted to kind of hurry things up. So I'm going to finish putting the rest of the vinegar in there. That's it. That's really it right there. Now we're gonna go ahead and kind of stir it around a little, just to kind of distribute the sauce, to kind of mix the vinegar with the sauce, you know, and it's going to cover, and as we cook it will kind of do that anyway. But we get it all covered. We don't want to leave anyone out. We're equal opportunity cookery here. We don't want to leave anyone out, especially our friends from North Carolina. And so there it is. This goodness right here is going to go on the stove, kind of at a low fire, not real high, for 3 hours. And we will check back with you then and see what it's looking like. So that's episode 2, pulled pork. The tough guy of pork gets beat up. That's kind of what it's about. So thank you, and we'll see you next episode.